Welcome to the Lakers Highlights Today channel. Before we get to the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Lakers news.
Hey there, Lakers fans. Today we're diving into a scenario that's been making waves behind the scenes in the NBA. The proposal in question would put the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers in direct negotiations, sending LeBron James to New York in exchange for OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and a first-round pick. The rumor, initially published by the Sporting News, reignites the discussion about LeBron's future in Los Angeles. While it seems unlikely that the franchise would move forward without its star, the unpredictability of the NBA leaves every possibility on the table. Among the few teams capable of assembling a competitive package to acquire him, the Knicks stand out thanks to their win-now roster and available draft capital. Mark Morales-Smith of Sports Illustrated even suggested that a third team might need to get involved to help facilitate the deal. In the proposed framework, the Knicks would receive LeBron James and Bronny James, while the Lakers would get OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and a first-round pick. The logic behind the proposal is clear. New York would have the chance to add a living legend with 4 championship rings, unmatched experience, and elite playmaking ability, enough to instantly transform them into a championship contender. Even at 40 years old, LeBron still plays at an elite level, widely considered among the league's top 10 players. However, the trade wouldn't be simple. OG Anunoby is one of the most effective wing defenders in the NBA, and his departure can't be treated as a minor detail. Players like him make a difference in playoff series and can be decisive in a championship run. If the cost were only Anunoby and a draft pick, it might be seen as a sure move to bring in arguably the greatest player of all time. Still, New York needs to weigh every piece involved carefully to avoid disrupting the balance of a roster already on the right track toward competing for a title. For the Los Angeles Lakers, a trade like this would represent a significant shift in roster structure and how the team envisions its immediate future. The departure of LeBron James, along with Bronny James, would open the door for a deeper rebuild, allowing the franchise to focus on a different core, one less reliant on a single player and more balanced in terms of roles on the court. Acquiring OG Anunoby and Josh Hart would bring 2 versatile pieces capable of contributing right away on both ends of the floor. Anunoby is recognized as one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, able to guard multiple positions and provide reliable three-point shooting. His presence would strengthen the team's defensive identity, something that has always been part of the Lakers' winning formula. Josh Hart, on the other hand, is a high-energy player with excellent rebounding ability for his position, strong court awareness, and a willingness to do the dirty work that often goes unnoticed in the box score, but is essential for consistent wins. His versatility would make him valuable both in the main rotation and in different tactical combinations alongside Luka Doncic. The first-round pick would add an important asset for future moves, whether to draft young talent or as trade capital in strategic negotiations. Without LeBron, the Lakers could adjust their playing style to something more dynamic and team-oriented, making better use of the roster's versatility and distributing offensive responsibilities more evenly. From a financial standpoint, moving LeBron's contract would create flexibility in the market, giving the Lakers the ability to target another big name or complementary pieces that fit the new team profile. While losing a player of historical caliber carries weight, this trade could provide a balanced return that accelerates the transition into the franchise's next competitive phase. LeBron James' departure from Los Angeles would, without a doubt, mark a milestone in the franchise's recent history. Since arriving in 2018, he not only brought a championship to the Lakers in 2020, but also helped put the team back on the map as an elite destination for top-tier players. LeBron represents far more than statistics or on-court performance. He is a central figure in the modern identity of the team, attracting global attention and serving as a benchmark for leadership and professionalism. His departure would mark the end of an era that, regardless of its length, will always be remembered for the intensity, achievements, and renewed relevance he brought to the Lakers brand. For OG Anunoby and Josh Hart, arriving in Los Angeles under such circumstances would carry significant symbolic weight. Being part of a trade package for a player like LeBron James comes with automatic expectations. It's not about replacing him, something virtually impossible, but about understanding that this trade is a vote of confidence from the franchise in their potential and the impact they can deliver. Anunoby would arrive with the responsibility of maintaining a standard of defensive excellence and establishing himself as a key piece in a team that still aims to compete at the highest level. His versatility and consistency on the court would be valued from day one, especially by a fan base accustomed to big names and decisive moments. Josh Hart, who already knows the Los Angeles environment from starting his career with the Lakers, would return with more experience, maturity, and a more complete game. He would have the opportunity to show that he can contribute not just as an energy player, but as a key element in important moments throughout the season. Both would have to deal with the narrative of being the players received in the LeBron trade, but with professionalism and consistent performance, they could turn that into extra motivation. In the end, it would be a unique opportunity to write their own chapters in Lakers history, helping the franchise build its next competitive cycle. When discussing this trade proposal, it's important to consider all the elements at play. From the Lakers' perspective, LeBron James' departure is not just a roster move, but a structural and symbolic change. The franchise would be losing its biggest name of the last decade, a player who influences both on and off the court. However, the return of OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and a first-round pick is far from insignificant. These are two players ready to contribute immediately, with complementary skill sets, plus a draft asset that could open up new possibilities in the future. For the Knicks, the trade would mean going all in on an immediate championship window, something consistent with a team that has already invested heavily in impact players. LeBron would bring not just talent, but also experience and leadership, potentially raising the collective level to compete for a title as soon as the following season. The key balance point here is understanding that this isn't a trade aimed at matching individual impact. For the Lakers, it's about strengthening the whole and preparing for a new cycle, while for the Knicks it's about acquiring a historic piece to push for a championship. In the end, this move would be as bold as it is risky for both sides. For Los Angeles, it could mark the beginning of a fast and efficient rebuild, as long as Anunoby and Hart fit into the system and the draft pick is well utilized. For New York, it would be the chance to turn potential into immediate reality, betting on one of the greatest players in history. If completed, it would go down as one of the most memorable moments in recent NBA history. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think this trade would be the right move for the Lakers' future, or too big of a risk to give up LeBron James? Share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, Lakers Nation.